Hey boys, welcome to a video going to be discussing the upcoming AFL Evolution 2. Now, I haven't made any videos in regards to AFL Evolution 2, but honestly, there's been a bit of an announcement just come out recently. They did have an initial release date, and that has now been brought forward, and a couple of bits of info regarding it. Now, probably a lot of you guys already know this because I'm sure Twisty has already made a video on it, but I thought I would make this video, my first video on AFL Evolution 2, and then talk about sort of my plans for, you know, what I'm going to do with AFL Evolution 2, because I'm definitely going to be picking it up. I actually quite enjoyed AFL Evolution, but I'll talk a bit more about that in a second. So basically, the update from the official page is, talking about COVID-19 and, people wanting the game early and all this and that. And the thing that they have said, I'll just read it verbatim, honestly. Just read what they said. So, in an effort to help reduce physical contact, disc copies of AFL Evolution 2 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One will only be available initially through online retail store orders. AFL Evolution 2 will also be available digitally on the PlayStation Store or PlayStation and Microsoft stores. Both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One will now be releasing a week early on the 16th of April. The Nintendo Switch version of AFL Evolution 2 is set to release on the 14th of May, so basically a month later. It will also be available physically through online retail stores and digitally on the Nintendo eShop. So that's sort of that's the big news to come out. So seems like if you're very keen for the game, you're probably, unless you've already ordered your physical version, it might be a little tricky to get the physical copy. So going digital is probably the way to go if you're after the game, because they are trying to limit it. And also, on everything going on, who knows if places are even going to be open that are potentially selling the physical copy. So, that's where digital comes in. Obviously, not everyone can download digital versions, unfortunately, but that's sort of how it is at the moment. But good news as well is it is coming out a week earlier, which is very nice. So also they did have a little, I think after that announcement there was a lot of people asking questions, so they did do a little FAQ here, and I'll just read through this because there might be a question that you have as well, and it's easier just if I read through it. So, question: I pre-ordered from EB Games JB Hi-Fi to pick up in store. Will I still get my copy? Answer: EB Games. All pre-orders made in store or via click and collect from EB Games up until Wednesday, the 25th of March, will be available for collection in-store pending government regulation. So that's what I was talking about. If the stores are closed, then you're sort of out of luck there. And then a few other things about the dates. But basically, if you order after the 25th, then actually, I don't know. What does it say there? Oh, okay, yeah. So from Thursday, 26th of March, pre-orders must be made via EB Games for home delivery. So you can't order to pick up in store if you're ordering after the 25th. So if you've already put your order in, then you're fine as long as, everything's not locked down. Will AFL Evolution 2 be available outside of Australia? Yes, the downloadable version of AFL Evolution 2 will be available overseas. It's got a bunch of the main things there. So USA, Canada, Europe, UK, Africa, Middle East, New Zealand, all available April the 16th. If I order a physical copy from an online retail store, will it arrive after the release date? copies of AFL Evolution 2 will be shipped to retailers well before the release date to ensure that they can be delivered in time for launch. Let's see, yeah, it's all basic sort of release date stuff. Here's a interesting one. So what is happening with the PC version? The AFL Evolution 2 is still planned for release on PC, but the priority has been on getting the console versions out as soon as possible. So, like most games, the PC version will be coming out later than the console version. So that's sort of the little update. Yeah, honestly, the game is coming out pretty soon. Less than, what's it, like 3 weeks away now, which is pretty nice. I'm honestly pretty excited because I do like AFL. I did play a lot of school AFL as a kid. Well, yeah, a few years ago. Basically, it was rugby league, club rugby league, and then school AFL. That was sort of how it went. And then obviously cricket during the summer. So I'm keen for AFL Evolution 2. Like I said, I thought AFL Evolution, the original one, was pretty good. I thought the gameplay was decent. I thought it flowed well. There wasn't really, I'm trying to think of, like, were there that many issues? And I can't think of anything too major. I thought they balanced it pretty well. There were definitely a few little nuances that I didn't particularly like. Graphically, it wasn't the prettiest game, but from the footage we've seen and the screenshots, looks like that's a step up. I think this is also, like Rugby Challenge 4, it's made by the same guys, and it's also being developed in Unreal Engine, so keen to see the improvements to this iteration over last. I think there'll be a fairly drastic improvement. And then future, or what I'm planning to do is basically Beer Pro is going to be probably like the number one thing, and then basically it comes down to whether or not how much I like the game. If I'm enjoying the game a lot, then I'll probably definitely do a career mode with a team. If I'm sort of just enjoying it, I'm enjoying Beer Pro, but it's not really gripping me, I'll probably just stick to Beer Pro. I don't know, I haven't really seen too much else, too much other info in regards to any other game modes potentially, or any other additions, so I'm not too sure what else it holds. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing some, and obviously with everything going on, we're gonna be starved for footy of all variety. So I'm keen for this, and obviously there hasn't been a new league game in a while. I'm still, obviously the rugby league is going to continue like normal, and then the AFL Evolution stuff will sort of be on top. And then also, I don't know, we still don't know like a Rugby Challenge 4 release date, but it's obviously going to be after AFL Evolution 2. So yeah, there's a few exciting things coming out. Thankfully, with all this going on, it hasn't pushed back the release of this. So yeah, basically that's all we got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, mate. Hopefully you're looking forward to AFL Evolution 2, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.